Hello everyone, I'm Amy Liss, one of the co-founders of Campus Integrity Group. My partner Amber Nesbitt and I created this consulting firm after working for a combined 13 years in the Sexual Allegations Unit of the Chicago Public Schools Inspector General's Office. This presentation focuses on how increased screen time, especially during school breaks, or in this case winter break, can create new safety risks for students. Digital communication is a normal part of kids' lives, but without clear boundaries and oversight, risk can escalate quickly. Our goal today is awareness and prevention. Why does this matter? Because kids are spending more time online than ever before, and school breaks often amplify that. More time online means more opportunities for communication, both appropriate and inappropriate. And just as schools focus on physical boundaries, digital boundaries deserve the same attention. Increased screen time equals increased risks. When kids are online more frequently, much of that communication happens out of sight. Such things as private messaging, disappearing messages, and gaming chats reduce natural oversight and increase more contact from older peers or unsafe adults. During breaks, teachers and peers aren't around to notice red flags, and that can increase risk. Digital misconduct doesn't always look extreme, at least not at first. It can start with excessive or late night messaging, sharing personal information, or being asked to move conversations to private platforms. It can start with inappropriate jokes, comments, or images, and online relationships can seem intense or secretive. These behaviors may feel subtle, but can indicate boundary issues or grooming. Online grooming typically begins with friendliness and attention. Over time, the communication becomes more personal, private, and emotionally charged. Emotional dependence is sought, and there are attempts to isolate the child from others. These children may not realize this shift, and this can happen with adults or older peers. Online misconduct or grooming can escalate quickly. Casual check-ins can turn into frequent messaging, and this messaging can turn into late night or secret conversations. Innocent topics can become personal or emotional, and this personal content can turn into requests for photos, privacy, or secrecy. This online rapport building often leads to a student being pressured to meet in person. So what are some of the risk factors during school breaks? While breaks create a perfect storm of risk factors: boredom, increased availability, less structure, and fewer adults noticing changes in behavior. Students may also feel more emotionally vulnerable, making them more susceptible to unsafe interactions. Clear adult boundaries are essential. Staff should never privately message students or communicate through personal accounts or social media. All student-staff communication should use school-approved platforms only. Even well-intentioned communication can be misinterpreted or exploited. When boundaries feel unclear, reporting early protects both students and staff. Students should also be taught about the importance of digital safety and how to recognize inappropriate misconduct online. They should know that they don't owe anyone an online response. Encourage them to block and report uncomfortable contacts, and to tell a trusted adult when something feels off, even if they don't really understand why. They should be taught not to share photos or personal information with anyone, and not to interact with adults on private apps. Normalizing these conversations helps students speak up earlier. Digital communication is a normal part of students' lives and is not inherently dangerous. But without clear expectations and oversight, risks increase quickly. Schools that prioritize early intake, consistent boundaries, and supportive reporting systems are far better positioned to prevent harm and respond effectively. So how specifically can schools help? Well, schools play a critical role by reinforcing expectations before breaks, making reporting pathways visible, and training staff on digital boundaries. Creating a culture where students feel safe raising concerns, even vague ones, is one of the strongest prevention tools available. Many digital concerns surface weeks after they occur. Students may say something felt weird without knowing how to label it. These vague disclosures can still reveal boundary violations, grooming behaviors, or escalating misconduct if handled thoughtfully. Schools still need to respond appropriately to these vague disclosures and follow the necessary procedures. How can Campus Integrity Group help? We can conduct independent investigations into digital misconduct, boundary concerns, and online grooming patterns. Policy reviews and updates to ensure your digital communication rules are clear, enforceable, and compliant with both state and federal regulations. We can train staff, students, and families on healthy boundaries, red flags, and safe digital communication practices. We can offer crisis support when digital concerns escalate or cross legal and reporting thresholds. And finally, we can help determine data-driven prevention strategies, which can be tailored to your school's needs and trends. We focus on clarity, consistency, and prevention, and we can do this both online and offline, helping schools protect students while responding appropriately when concerns arise. And that is the end of today's video on digital safety. Remember, we're your trusted ally in building safer K-12 communities. If there's anything we can do to support your school, feel free to reach out via email or telephone. Don't forget to check out our website to see all of the services that we offer and to schedule your free 60-minute consultation. Thanks for watching.